Oh my goodness, I'm actually doing this. I can't believe this. Welcome to my life. I think I'm recording this too. I don't know if it does that. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Anyway, I was thinking of I'm hanging out here at the High Priestess Cottage right now, and I am just sort of like chilling out. So I want to make sure that I deliver some beautiful things to you guys. I want to like things I want to do here is I want to talk about crystals, and I want to read, and I want to um, teach you about rituals and things we could do like that. But also, I just kind of want to hang out with you. So here I am in my living room. It's very nice. It's just like my place at work. I love all the places that I live at or work at, I should say. And I basically just want to just hunker down all the time. Like right now, you can see outside it just started raining and it's like perfect right now. I just love that sort of like, oh, so chill, so chill, so chill. Anyway, I was thinking that to make myself a little less nervous than I am today, because I haven't played around with this in a while, I have decided I'm going to read from one of these. I'm not sure yet. It's quite the selection. We've got something perhaps from the Paris Review, nice piece of fiction, or we have Indian fairy tales, which is also wonderful. But the one thing I pulled off my shelf, my beautiful shelf of first editions, is this lovely book of Puff the Magic Dragon. Who doesn't like Puff the Magic Dragon? And if you don't know who Puff the Magic Dragon is, you need to like find out like immediately. So this, I let's see, Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. So feel free to chime in if you know anything about Puff the Magic Dragon. Um, right now, I have my kitty cat here. He is my dragon. There he is. He will be joining us many, many times, like all the time, actually. So let me see. I am going to read Puff the Magic Dragon to you because why the hell not? I mean, like it is. We need more fairy tale in our world right now. We need to like be able to step outside of our reality because everything is kind of insane right now. Are we not kidding? Wait, what's that sound? For a minute, I thought it was an ice cream truck. Oh my god! Do you remember those? Those are also pretty cool. I'm sure they're still around. I'm not really sure. Anyway, I'm just kind of messing around right now, and I think the volume on this baby cake is working. So we've got him listening straight away. And I will re-listen to this later in case I want to play around with some other things going on. So I hope you like the story. If you haven't ever heard of it before, or you haven't like dived into old like fairy tale like situations, I welcome you on that journey because my whole life I've been really involved in like that world of enchantment, right? Like I do that in my work now and then I wonder like where did that come from, right? Like where did that come from? It came from being involved and living my little young life reading all sorts of different stories, right? Stories that were rooted in reality in one way but yet at the same time they kind of just have this feeling of being someplace else. So, anyway, here we go. My first little lot. Puff the Magic Dragon by Romeo Muller. Which, by the way, this little book is based on the song Puff the Magic Dragon. So the book came a little bit after, right? But the song itself, if you Google it, it's amazing. And it tells such a tale. It's like a Pete Seeger folk song. It's not by Pete Seeger, but it is that feeling that he basically emits in all of his beautiful tales. Okay. Actually, it's by Peter Yarrow. Peter Yarrow wrote Puff the Magic Dragon. Okay. Let us begin. dedicated to Peter, Paul, and Mary, who their version of this song, Puff the Magic Dragon, was probably the most popularized. Okay, chapter 1. Jackie Draper meet Jackie Paper. Chapter 1. Jackie Draper meet Jackie Paper. Once, quite by chance, there was an extraordinary old universe. And it was filled with matter and magnificence, with worlds and wonder and moons and magic. And moving through the universe was a familiar old world of the cities and the streets, and of trees and of cars. There, in an ordinary house, on an ordinary chair, was a boy. And in the boy's head was locked an untold story, which was as extraordinary as anything that old universe had ever seen or heard. The boy sat quietly, surrounded by his mother and his father and 3 learned doctors. The doctors turned to the boy's parents grimly, and the tallest of them spoke. We have concluded our consultation and find that your son will not nor cannot speak, communicate, nor relate in any way to the world around him. But doctors, we know that, said the father sadly. He hasn't said a word in so much of a long time. Can you please give us some hope that he will someday be able to speak again? Pleaded the little boy's mother. The tall doctor cut off her with a wave of his hand. Alas, this case is hopeless. The mother and father looked at each other sorrowfully and then followed the doctors out of the room, closing the door behind them. The boy's name was Jackie Draper. He was only 8 years old, but magnificent things were about to happen to him. Puff the Magic Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Hana Lee. Jackie Draper seemed to hear the song deep inside his heart. And at that very moment, a large face passed by outside his window. It was all green, with dark green eyebrows and strands of even greener hair and friendly chin whiskers down below. The face was there just for an instant and then was gone. Suddenly, it popped back into view, smiled, and looked into the room. I beg your pardon, said Puff, trying to start a proper conversation. Could you please tell me if you just saw a dragon walk by? Jackie sat still and silent. I could swear I saw one once. The most unusual nowadays, continued Puff, searching Jackie's room with his eyes. He spied his own reflection in the mirror above Jackie's bureau. Ah, it did see me. The boy did not reply, but merely blinked his sad little eyes. May I consider that a blink is an invitation? Said Puff. Without waiting for a reply, he began to climb in through the window, which was really much too small to admit for a full-grown dragon. I shall have to make myself smaller to fit. No trouble, just magic. There I was thinking. There was a tinkling, like the sound of silver bells, and in an instant Puff was the size of a large, friendly dog. He easily climbed into the room, put down his battered old satchel, and smiled at the boy. I've come to help you, Jackie, to help you help yourself. Jackie Draper managed to make a tiny, half-hearted smile. Puff opened his satchel, and magical sparkles flew out like a giddy June bugs in a July. He searched for something in his bag, tossing out various objects that were common to him, but totally wondrous to Jackie. There was the famous glass slipper, Alice's mushroom, Peter's shadow, gold spun from straw, and a yellow brick or two. Finally, he found a large piece of construction paper, a crayon, and a pair of scissors. Going about his magic business in a way both magical and businesslike, he tackled the construction paper he tacked it to the wall, and then using a crayon which would color every hue the shade of a rainbow, he began to draw a picture of Jackie Draper. And as he worked, he chattered away cheerfully. And that's 10 minutes right now. But I'm going to do this again tomorrow because I don't think anybody's on here. And I just wanted to test this out. So it's pretty cool. I'll talk to you guys later. All right.